Hello, everybody. It's Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. Is anybody out there? Hello, Debbie. So good to see you out there. Thank you so much for joining in today. Hello, Sam. Thanks for getting on. Hello, Frog Stitcher. I love your name. That's an awesome name. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Again, I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And you are joining our happy little live stream that we do every Thursday at 1:30. And today is Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. And you guys, by the time I see you next week, I will have 4 12-year-olds in the house. So I will have my 13-year-old, and then I will have 4 12-year-olds and a 1-year-old. So my quadruplets are turning a year older. And trust me, they have let me know it on a daily basis. So every day they're like, our birthday is in 5 days. Our birthday is in 4 days. So I hear about it every day. They're super, super excited about their birthday coming up. So we're going to try to have some family fun and make it a fun pandemic birthday. I feel like when you're in the midst of the craziness that is the world right now, you have to take every opportunity you can get to have a little celebration. So a few weeks ago, we celebrated my dad's birthday and tried to make it kind of a fun day. And then 4 birthdays on one day is a big reason for celebration. And so next week, we're going to try to do something like have a special day for them on their birthday. So that's big news that's coming up. Okay, a lot of people are starting to jump on. Hello, Elizabeth and Laura and Lisa and Kim. We just got done at the pumpkin patch and I just saw your message, but yes, of course. Okay, good. That was me planning late, like running around late thinking, oh, I want to check on this before I do it. Guess who's knitting? I don't know how you did that with 4 babies and a toddler. I don't really remember a lot of it. I'll be honest. Like we were kind of in a haze, I think. It was a lot because it was just my husband and I. We didn't have, my mom came and helped later, but they winter in Texas. And so they were in Texas when were able to bring the babies home. And so it was he and I for the first probably couple months trying to make it all work. And everybody came home on oxygen and on heart monitors and just all of that stuff. And we had to, because they were born so premature and so underweight, we really had to make sure that they gained weight consistently. And so we had to feed them like clockwork every 3 hours. And it would take, because they were such poor eaters, it would take about an hour to feed some of them. 2 of them were really slow. So it would take about an hour to feed them. The other 2 were a little bit faster. So my husband would take one and I would take one and we would feed for an hour. And then we would get the other 2 up and we would feed those 2 for an hour. And then we would sleep for an hour. And then we would get up and do it all over again. And that was our schedule. So we seriously, looking back on it, we start to reminisce at about this time of year and start to think, okay, what was happening, this time of year at that time, 11 years ago or 12 years ago now. And we look back and we think, gosh, I don't know. I don't know if we could do that again now. I mean, 12 years later, 12 years older, it's crazy. Kim says, happy birthday. Yes, thank you. I will let them know. So happy to be here today. Hey, Sue, thanks for getting on. Hello, Cindy. Thanks for getting on. So I'm so happy to join you guys on Thursday. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Kim says your husband is a saint. Shh, we cannot let him hear that kind of craziness. He's a good egg. Like, I mean, we've known each other our whole lives. We grew up together and we were friends and then we started dating and yeah, he's a keeper for sure. Hi, Judy. Thanks for getting on. So every time that I get together with you guys, it really gets me kind of motivated to start. I start coming up with all these different ideas. And Thursdays, it's no mistake, I don't think, that we ended up doing this live stream on Thursdays because every time I think of Thursdays, I think of Friends. Friends, I love that TV show. I've watched it probably a cajillion times. And it always reminds me of Friends. Thursday still does, because every Thursday night I would plop down to watch Friends, or sometimes we would have a Friends watching party with my friends at that time. And And so I think it's kind of cool that we have our live streams on Thursdays because it reminds me of friends, and getting together with you guys is kind of like getting together with a group of friends. So I'm so happy that you guys are here today. And then I have to ask, has anybody watched Cobra Kai? We talked about Cobra Kai last week. Laura, you had said that you were maybe going to try it. Did you try it? My husband and I are a little bit like, we don't even know how to respond to the last episode we saw. So there are 2 seasons that are out on Netflix. We finished the season finale for season 2, and our minds are like racing. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I can't. And now I have to wait until January before I can find out what happens. And so the episode ended, and my husband and I look at each other and we're like, what just happened? What is going on? And now, when do we get to find out? And so we're looking it up, like, when does season 3 start streaming? It's crazy. We're both really enjoying that series, and I'm wanting to know if anybody else is watching it so that I can have somebody to talk to about it. Okay, then let's see what else is going on. My little one has been super cute this week. She has had kind of an evolution of her hugs. I don't know if you guys remember. Oh, Laura said maybe she's going to give Cobra Kai a try this weekend. Let me know if you do. I don't know if you guys remember, but when she was really little, I remember sharing with you guys one time on the live stream that she gave me her first hug. Like, she was very little. She was, an infant at the time, and she put her arms around my shoulders and she gave a little squeeze, and it was like the first hug. And I thought, oh my gosh, if I could have one of these every day, my life would be perfect. And so her hugs have kind of progressed. And this week it's been very noticeable, and it has been cracking me up. Hi, Dixie from Alaska. Thanks for getting on. So she's almost going to be 2. And when her hugs first started, it was like just heaven. I mean, she would put her teeny tiny arms on my shoulders and she would give a little squeeze. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. And then it kind of progressed to everybody wanted a hug from her. So the other kids were like, can I have a hug? Can you give me a hug? And she stopped refusing hugs altogether. She was like, no, you cannot have a hug. I'm not giving you a hug. They'd say, can I have a hug? And she'd say, no. And then now it's progressed to, you'd say, can I have a hug? And she would kind of lean into you and just kind of lean on you. And that was her hug. There was no putting the arms around you and giving a nice squeeze. She just kind of leaned into you like, there's your hug, take it and go. And so now she has started to get back into hugs. And so for a while there, she was leaning into me and like giving me this lean in hug. And I would say, no, that's not a real hug. Can you put your arms around me and give me a squeeze? And so I kind of showed her how to do it. And then I would say, oh, that is such a nice hug. And so she started to kind of do it again. But this morning, her stuffed animals are becoming a big part of her life. And so this morning she had a little tea party, and she put a quilt on the floor and she set up her tea set, and she put all of her stuffed animals around in a circle, and she was having a little tea party with them. But as she was getting her stuffed animals out, she was giving them all a hug. And so she would give them this big, huge hug. And then she would say quietly to them, I love you, Bunny. That's what she would say. Big, huge hug. And then she would say, I love you, Bunny. And then she would go, Mama. And I go, yeah. And she goes, I love Bunny. And then she would give Bunny all these little kisses on his nose. So it was hysterical. I thought that was so cute this morning when she started to she loves her stuffed animals. It was very, very funny. She's at the best age. So precious. She really is. I mean, 2 years old is kind of that really fun age where she's exploring all sorts of stuff, and she's, everything is just what it is. Like, there's no games, there's no kind of trickery. Like, it's just very genuine. And so it's very funny to see that progression, because sometimes I think with the 4 and even our older one being so close in age, some of that was very hurried and kind of hard to soak in at times. And now this time around, we really get to soak it in and kind of enjoy it. And the cool thing about it is that the other kids who were all little at the same time, they can now see this and enjoy it from a little one's perspective. So that's kind of cool to be able to see them enjoying it too. So those are my quick stories for the week. Now I have so much stuff to share with you guys. Oh my gosh. And one thing that has me super excited, which I was going to talk about this later, but I'm just going to say it now. I have received the upcoming releases for both Moda and for Riley Lake Designs. Actually, I got a stack right here. Oh my gosh. These are all the storyboards that I had Riley Lake Designs send me. So I'm kind of starting to prepare for our next release parties. And I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, so I got Riley Blake Designs design boards first, and I started to look through them on the new collections that are coming up kind of in spring. This is for spring release. And I was looking through them and I was like, oh my gosh, this one is so cute. Oh my gosh, this one is so cute. I was blown away by Riley Blake Designs alone. And then a few days later, I got Moda's catalog and I started to look through those and I was like, oh my gosh, there are some really amazing releases coming up. I will be honest with you, with the stuff that's hitting the stores right now, when I was looking through catalogs for that stuff, and this could have been influenced by, trying to really stick tight to a budget, that I was trying to be really choosy about what I decided to carry. But I remember thinking like, I was excited about a couple lines, but I wasn't excited about some lines. And then there are some lines that are hitting shops now that I didn't get that I really wish I would have gotten. But my budget was I was being very, very conservative at that time. But this time around, these releases are going to be amazing. I mean, there are some really, really cool ones out there, and I'm really, really excited about them. So I'm planning the next Riley Blake's Design and Moda release party. And I don't know that we're going to be able to fit it all in one. So we might do it twice. And then there are some people who were really bummed out last time because they couldn't participate in kind of the fun and games of it. And they couldn't, participate to win prizes and all of that. So then the idea popped into my head literally a couple hours ago. What if we did a Friday night release party and had like a party, a virtual party on a Friday night? And so I wanted to throw that out there to you guys and just get your feedback about it. Do you like doing those release parties during our normal live stream time on Thursdays at 1:30? Or would you prefer to have them on a Friday night when other people can participate? I'm fine with either. I'm totally fine with either. But I'm starting to plan it right now, and I'm starting to try to wrap my head around some games we can play to make it fun, but also get through all the collections because I know that's what you guys are really there to see. And so I'm starting to plan that now. And then my plan is to do it next week. So we'll either do, and we'll probably have to do two, like I said. So it'll probably be the next 2 weeks. So we'll either do it next week on Thursday or next week on Friday, depending on the feedback that you guys give me. And then I need to have time to kind of put together a little marketing thing and be able to tell people about it so that we have a lot of people join us. So that's those are my thoughts, but I would like your feedback of what you guys think. And even if you're not joining us live, if you watch this later, just put in the comments what your vote is, because I'll be looking at it, and probably by the weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to start to want to post about it so that people can hopefully mark their calendars and join us. So let's see what people are saying. Judy says, that's so sweet. Laura says, wow. Judy says, woohoo, I can't wait to see the new collections. I cannot wait to share them with you. Even my mom, who gets more into cross-stitching than she does quilting, she was here yesterday. We were working on some shop stuff, and she grabbed one of the books and started to look through it. And she typically is like, oh yeah, that's cute, or that's nice, or whatever, but she doesn't get very excited about it. She was like, what are these? And when do these get released? Like, are they releasing now? Like, she was super excited about it. She really liked some of the lines that are coming out. So I was very surprised by that because she doesn't typically get into it. So that should tell you that what's coming is it's pretty fun. They've really outdone themselves this time around, I think. Kim says, hello. Hi, Kim. Kim says, fun. Judy says, sounds fun for a Friday night. Okay, good. Debbie says, Friday night would be fun. Dixie says Friday night. Kim says either works for me. Laura says either one is good for me. I love previews. Good. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. So I wanted to squeeze that in. Release party information will be coming. I'll wait to get more feedback from people who aren't live as well. And then I'm going to start marketing it and posting about it over the weekend, I think. So I'm excited about that. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay, then we have some good stitching stuff to share. This will probably be the last time that I share this because I need to send this back. Hello, Valeria. I need to send this back to Beverly. So this was the Vintage Christmas cross stitch pattern that Beverly designed for us as a Happy Little Stitch Shop exclusive. This was included in the Happy Little Stitch box with gratitude. I just spoke to Beverly this morning and she ordered more of these patterns for me. So I will have them in the shop as soon as she gets them and I can order them from her. She's going to send them to me and then these will be available in the shop. And I also have floss kits listed already in the shop for this pattern. So this is the one that Beverly sent me that she finished. It's so, so pretty. I'm so thankful to her for designing this for us. She is a kind, kind soul. And I'm so glad that she was willing to work with me. And this is going to go back to her probably this week or next week. But I'm not going to have it again to share with you. So enjoy while you can. So that is the Vintage Christmas cross stitch. And for those of you who just joined, we were talking about Valeria. We were talking about new release party. So I got the previews for Riley Blake Designs fabric collections that are coming up and the Moda fabric collections that are coming up, and they are amazing. And so we are talking about doing our next release party. We'll probably have to do 2 separate ones because there's a lot of stuff to share. And people are voting as they're listening as to if you would like to have the release party, which includes games and prizes that you can win. If you would like to have the release party during our Thursday live stream at 1:30, or if you would like to have it on a Friday night where people who work during the day can join in. Kim says Friday night. Judy says, oh, okay, hold on. Debbie says the new line from Sweetwater is adorable. Can't wait for that to release. I know, it's so cute. It's really, really darling. I'm excited for that one. Spring chicken. Judy says, can you share how you frame your cross stitch on one of these chats? Yes. My plan is to do, we have to just get those tutorials done. And they might not be pretty or like high tech. Are you guys okay with that? Because I think that's the big thing that's holding me up, is that people are asking for tutorials on different things like cross stitch, how they get framed, how I finish them, whatever. And I would love to share that with you guys. But then we go and we do a video and then I think, oh, that just does not look good. It just doesn't look good. And so then I tell my husband, I want to do it again. And so I think I keep getting hung up on how low tech we are. And I probably just need to let that go. Does not need to be high tech, just a visual aid. Okay, so then I just need to relax and let that go. And we'll try to crank out some videos and get those up because you guys have been asking and I have been working on it, but just getting hung up in the stuff that probably doesn't matter. And so as long as you guys are okay with that and okay with it just being what it is at this point, then we'll get some videos up there and I will put that stuff out there. And then it'll be on our YouTube channel and you can access it anytime you want. Okay, so good. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Judy says, just do it. You are so talented. It doesn't need to be professional. I do not feel talented at all. Oh my gosh. Trust me, I do not. And I think that's the other problem with me is kind of a lack of confidence. I think that is my hang up too, that I think, okay, it's low tech, number one. And number two, why does anybody want to watch this? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting it together. But if you guys really want to see it, then I will work harder to get that done. And as long as you don't care about high tech, then I will put it out there. Cindy says, just joined. Glad I'm here because the meeting I had at work was crappy. Oh, I'm glad you're here too. Get out of those crappy meetings. That's no fun. Okay, so we are going to be invoicing for Stitch Alongs probably tomorrow to try to avoid Halloween week and birthday week for me. So I'm probably going to start sending out invoices for the next round of next month of stitch alongs tomorrow or over the weekend is what I'm guessing. Kim says you are probably your own worst critic. I bet it would be great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so coming up for Cottage of the Month, we are going to be working on December. We are finishing up November right now, and we are moving into December. So this is what December looks like. I started to get all of my next month's stitches prepared yesterday, which is kind of a feat for me because I'm typically throwing it together at the last minute. So I feel a little bit more organized with my cross stitches for this next month. So that's kind of exciting. I still need to tackle my floss, but my cross stitch bags are put together and organized. And for this December one for Cottage of the Month, I had to pull out my Christmas bag. I had to, because this one makes me feel so Christmassy. Like I'm moving straight from fall right into Christmas. So as I was going through, I came across all of my cottages of the month. And so I thought I'd just share them with you quick. All the ones that we have done. Cindy, I know this is one of my favorite bags. Sharon, of course, made this for me. I love, love, love this fabric. And then she put this fabric on the front. I just love it. And this one has a handle. I do like my bags to be the smaller size. So I kind of wish I would have asked her to make this one a smaller size, but I love this bag. This is one of my favorite. And I think it's my only Christmas bag. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Dixie. I will be sure to pass that along. Valeria, I do not sell the bags, but my friend Sharon does the bags, and she sells them on Instagram. Her Instagram name is @SharonsBagsAndMore. Make sure you find the right one because there's kind of a fake one that's floating around out there, but it's @SharonsBagsAndMore. And she sells them. She puts them available out there on her Instagram page for sale when she gets them done. But all of the bags that I have are all done by Sharon. So as I pull them out, you'll get to see all of the pretty bags. This one I've had probably for over a year, but I love it. This is one of my favorite bags. So all of the bags that I pull out, they were all done by Sharon. Okay, so here was my March. We started our Cottage of the Month with March. Here is what March looked like. I cannot believe we only have a few months of this left. Here is April. So, so pretty. I am working on some framing options for these. This is May. For these stitches, I really want to put them into kind of a vintagey looking frame. Here's June. And I'm working on that. I'm trying to track something down. I found some on Amazon that were inexpensive and plain, and I tried to frame it in it and I didn't like it. This is July. It just didn't look right. So I'm working on more of a vintagey looking one. Here's August. Here is September. These are so, so cute. I'm really going to miss stitching these. This is October. And the one we are just finishing up is November. And we are moving into December, which I did actually start last night. How can I get those cross stitches? So they all are in the shop. I have all of them in the shop at happylittlestitchshop.com. They're called Cottage of the Month. And it's an adorable series. It's by Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's just simply adorable. And if you ever have a problem finding anything, Valeria, just send me a private message. I'm happy to help you, and I can always send you links, or I can invoice you for stuff you want. Just send me a message. So this is December again. So cute. And here's how far I got with my cute Snoopy needle minder. So I just got the top a little bit done, but I just started it last night. So I did that while I was, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were watching the news or something because the kids were still awake. We were watching the news. So that's how far I am on December. I'm excited to stitch that up. And then we're also working on Farmhouse Christmas. This is a fabulous, I know, I love the Snoopy needle minder. My good friend sent me that needle minder as a little gift. Thank you so, so much, Kim. That was super, super sweet of you. It really brightened my day on a day when I think I needed some brightening, if I remember correctly. So we are working, this is our last one, you guys, for Farmhouse Christmas. The last one. We have been doing this for 9 months. This is your last Farmhouse Christmas shipment that you're going to receive. This one is called Baba Black Sheep, and it's by Little House Needleworks. And I will show you, see, this is another bag from Sharon. This is my Farmhouse Christmas stitch. I'm stitching on 18 count, Ada, Clay Barn Gray, I think, yeah. Oops, I better get this out of the way. And we've done all of the first 2 rows and the bottom 2. Those are all the previous months that we've stitched. And I just started yesterday, again last night, between the cottage of the month and this one. This is what I got done yesterday. I got the border done and then the white around the barn done. Literally love that. I love this Farmhouse Christmas. And then I'll have to do this border up here around the whole outside. So I'll have to do that too. But I love this series. It is so, so darling. I mean, each stitch. And this center quilt stitch, that was surprisingly enjoyable. I was not sure that I thought it was going to be that fun to stitch, but it was a lot of fun to stitch. And this Cock-a-doodle-doo barn down here, I love it. The McClintock barn, I love it. So this has been a really fun series to stitch. I'm hoping that some of the series that we have coming up are going to be just as fun to replace this one, because this is another one I'm going to be kind of sad that it's done. Laura, I am a huge Snoopy fan too. Kim says, hello friends, just made it to the live stream. Hi Kim, thanks for getting on. The cow is so cute. Dairy Darlin', it is so cute. Kim says, it's beautiful. Thank you. Valeria says, I can't figure out how to order from Instagram. So when she posts something on Instagram on her page, Valeria, then you just comment that you want it. And if you're the first one to comment that you want it, then she'll message you and you message her your information and she'll talk about payment with you and all that kind of stuff. So you can't actually like purchase something directly from Instagram, but you comment on her post that you want that bag. And as long as you're the first one to do it, then you work with her on how to get the bag. So that's how that works. Okay, then this one is also coming this next month. This is the next chart in our Welcome to the Forest by Country Cottage Needleworks. I am not stitching this one, so I don't have one to show you. This chart is called Forest Fox and Friends. This one is super cute. And I've seen some updates in the past on this one from the stitchers who are stitching it, which I would love. I love to see your guys' updates. So please continue to share them. Yes, Valeria, her name is at Sharon's Bags and More. At Sharon's Bags and More. Cindy says, love the Farmhouse Christmas. I will be stitching mine for next year. Yay! Share pictures so that we can see it. Hello, Deanna. Thanks for getting on. Okay, so we have Jack Frost Tree Farm. This is the next chart that you guys are going to be getting in this series. This one is called Cookies. And this is the last chart for this stitch as well, which is crazy. All of our stitch alongs are coming to an end just in time for new ones to begin. So I'm kind of excited to start some new ones. So this one is for Jack Frost Tree Farm. And my mom is stitching this one. Here's another one of Sharon's bags she made for me that I'm loaning to my mom. My mom is stitching this one and she is all caught up. And I think probably this week or next week, I'll give her the next chart and she'll get going on that. The last one. And then we'll have to figure out a finish for this. But this is such a cute series. And I think it looks so, so pretty on this Cafe au Lait cloth by Fabric Flair. They're stitching this on 16 count Cafe au Lait by Fabric Flair. Super, super cute. So that's Jack Frost Tree Farm. Deanna says, beautiful. Thank you so much. I will tell my mom. She's whipping through those. And then for our Celebrate Tiered Trays Stitch Along, you guys are going to be receiving Easter. So this one is heading your way. And then the next one after Easter will be Autumn. And I think I told you guys last week or maybe the week before that I heard from Madame Chantilly, and she is going to, she's planning on doing winter, so these were suggestions that we had provided to the designer, Madame Chantilly. We had requested autumn and we had requested winter. And she just released a little bit ago the autumn chart. And so that will be the next chart that you get after Easter. It's adorable. And then she contacted me and said that she's planning to do a winter one. She hasn't started designing it yet, but it is on her list of things that she wants to do. So she is planning a winter one. As long as it gets done, in time, my hope is that we can just tack it on right after this Easter one and do it next, or right after the autumn one and do the winter one after that. But I don't know what her timing is for that, so we'll have to wait and see. So she's planning on winter. So winter will be coming after autumn. But this month, you'll get Easter. And that's what Easter looks like. It's super, super cute. So that is for the Celebrate Tiered Trays Stitch Along by Madame Chantilly. Yeah. Mom, Kim says, oh, she's doing such an amazing job on that. Yes, she really enjoys cross-stitching. I think she's had a lot of fun getting back into it because she did it, a while ago, like a long time ago. And then she kind of got out of it, and now she's getting back into it. And the charts are so much fun and so different than they were years ago that I think she's really, really liking it. Huckleberry's calling you again. I know. I think that is my son's doctor, actually, but I will call them back later. So Huckleberry, I know, every live stream, Huckleberry tries to give me a phone call. Okay, and then we have the Truckin' Along series. This month, you guys are going to get November, which is super cute. Look at those turkeys in the truck and the little chickens. It's adorable. So you guys are finishing up October, and you're going to be receiving November like next week. You'll be getting November. And then Spooky Hollow. And I forgot to pull. That's the only one that I didn't pull. Do I have it here? Oh, maybe it's in my Halloween bag. Okay, so for Spooky Hollow, we are moving into dance hall. So we just finished the coffee shop, and now we're moving into the dance hall with the vampire. And it's called Monster Mash Dance Hall. So this one is super cute, and I will show you. Okay, so this was the first Spooky Hollow that we did. This one was called Bed and Breakfast. Rest in Peace, Bed and Breakfast. And then I finished Witch's Brew Coffee. So there is the next one, the second one in the series. I decided to go with the same fabric as the background fabric. I'll probably try to do that throughout the whole series and just keep them the same. But there were some different stitches on here. So like their hair was a lot of back stitching, it was just, I had not done back stitching like that before. So that was kind of fun to try. And then the broom over here, you can see it. The broom is it was kind of cute. It turned out pretty cute. I was not terribly happy with my back stitching up here, but the family took a vote and everybody told me to leave it and not take it out. I said I could take it out and try to make it better, and everybody said no. Hello, Huckleberry. Thanks for getting on. Thanks for joining us. Laura says your finish looks good, nice and even. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I tried to do this one better. I felt like the other one maybe wasn't as lined up. So this one I really tried to focus on making sure that those gingham squares lined up a little bit better. In all honesty, I think I did a decent job top to bottom, but then side to side, maybe not so much. So it's tricky to get all of those different sides to kind of line up just perfectly. But I have two ready to display for Halloween. and the kids are really enjoying them because I kind of thought that this would be a fun series, for them to enjoy for Halloween and put it with our Halloween decorations. And so they're really liking them so far. So that's those two. So I'm excited to move on to the dance hall. Kim says, oh my word, so cute, Angela. Thank you, Kim. And Laura said, it's hard to do for sure. Yeah, but I think this time went better than the first time. So I'm happy about that. And I think, hopefully that's the goal, right? Is that each time I do it, I get a little bit better at it and feel a little bit more comfortable. But it's only like that with some things. Like I finished other things that I was like, done, no problem, felt good about it. But working with stripes or gingham or checks, all of that can be a little tricky to get it all lined up. And then, guys, we have 2 stitch alongs starting this coming month. The first one is Sew by Row. Sew by Row by Lori Holt. This one is going to be invoicing, like I said, probably this weekend, for either tomorrow or into this weekend. You'll be receiving your invoice for this one, and we're going to start this, and I will send the schedule. Obviously, we'll just work each row each month. So it's going to be pretty low key. Because a lot of people who signed up they were like, oh my gosh, I'm involved in all these other stitch alongs. So I want it to be really low stress. And so we're just going to stitch a row a month is kind of the plan, and just have fun with it and enjoy it. It's such an adorable stitch. I'm excited to get it done and then hang it back here. So Sew by Row starts in November. So I'm excited about this one. And the other one that starts in November is the Bonnie and Camille cross stitch, the Shine On cross stitch. So you guys will be receiving invoices for this as well. So I'm excited to get this book to you. I'm excited to get all your goodies to you and see people start to stitch this. And for this one, we do have a schedule. Again, it's low key, like our schedules are easy peasy. And so this is the schedule. We'll work on this section in November, this section in December, January, February, March. So we'll be done in March sometime is the plan. But again, it's all at your own pace, like no pressure. So this one is going to be coming in November, and we're going to get to start this one in November. I'm excited. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay, and then I pulled some new stuff that I got into the shop, and Cindy says she's looking forward to Shine On. Me too. And Huckleberry says, yay, Shine On. I know. I'm so excited. And I posted today on Instagram some updates about fabric collections, and Shine On was included in those updates. So I just heard from my sales rep. Oh, Judy. Yeah, I can look into that. Judy says, will you be getting additional floss kits for the Nativity cross stitch? We might have everything, and I just need to pull it and make it up for you. So if there's ever a time that you guys are looking for a floss kit and it's listed as sold out, please feel free to just message me, because we probably have the floss for it, and I just need to go through and pull it and bag it and get it ready for you to go. So just message me if you need it. So I'm going to make a note of that. Nativity floss kit. And I am still working on that nativity stitch for my mother-in-law. I need to try to get that done for Christmas. Oh my gosh. Will you be getting, Valeria, can you give me the name of your store? Happy Little Stitch Shop. It will, you'll never forget it, Valeria, because it is a happy little stitch shop and it makes you happy. And we have a happy community and a happy place. It's all about happiness. Judy says, I'll take one. Okay, so I'll try to go through and make sure we have the floss and pull it, and then I'll message you and let you know that we have it once I can verify that we actually have it. But I think we probably do. Okay, so as I was going through, I'm just going to put something here for Valeria. Shop, happy little stitch shop.com. So that's us. And then for Sharon, it's at Sharon's Bags and More. So there you go, Valeria. I typed it up for you. Oh, good, Valeria. Did you get your purchase, your Squirrely Girl kit? Good. And the other stuff that you got? I'm so glad that you got it. and that it arrived safely and that you received it. I can't wait to see you make it. Make sure that if you share on social media, you tag us because I would love to see it. Or share on the Happy Little Stitchers, or do both. That's even better. Okay, so as I was pulling my stitches together for this month and getting all of my bags ready, I thought that maybe other people would be trying to pull their stitches together too. So I wanted to pull out and kind of remind people that, first of all, for the Shine On cross stitch series, we do have Bonnie and Camille needle minders in the shop. So these are their Shine On needle minders. There's a bee one, quilt bee. This is what this one's called. And this one is called, I don't think it says. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so there's a bee and there's a sewing machine. So those are the two needle minders that are with the Shine On series if you want one of those to coordinate with your Shine On cross stitch. And these, I'm telling you, like, they're no joke. They are super strong needle minders. Like, they're very strong. I think that you could use these on quilts, no problem. Because some people have said that other needle minders don't adhere very good. Like, it's hard for the magnets to attract through the thickness of a quilt. This is very strong. So I think if you wanted to use this while binding a quilt, these would adhere to a quilt pretty well. I have not tried it. That's just my opinion and my guess based on how strong they are. They're very, very strong. So both of those are in the shop. And then I have some Bonnie and Camille Shine On charms to add to your project bag for your Shine On project. So we have, this one is called the Beehive Star, and this one is called Good Times. Both of these are in the shop. And then I pulled project bags because we have lots of project bags in the shop. So if you're looking for, I have some of these kind of just to keep stuff that I'm not maybe in process of working on, but they're whips that I need to get back to. And so we have this one. This is a Lori Holt. Oh my gosh, every time I type her name in, because I have to type Lori Holt a lot of times into the website for all of the different Lori Holt projects that we carry. And every time I type it in, it auto-corrects to Lori Holy. And so my kids know Lori Holt as Lori Holy. Because every time it happens, I go, darn it, why does it keep correcting to Lori Holy? And then they're like, are you talking about Lori Holt? And I say, yes, it keeps correcting Holt to Holy. And so Lori Holt is Lori Holy in our house. And so we have the Happiness is Handmade. This is by Lori Holt. Super cute, a good size project bag. You can fit a nice project in there. You can add a little charm to it and kind of jazz it up a little bit. This one is called What's Sewing On. Super cute. Again, you can add a little charm to this one as well and make it your own. We have the Prim project bag in the shop, and this one is a good size. So this is folded over. So it's twice the size that you see here. And then, of course, you can add a very cute charm to that one. And then we have the set of Gingham on the Go project bags. Small, medium, and large all come in one pack. So you get 3 project bags for one. I know, right? Kim, Lori, holy moly. It just autocorrects it. Like, I don't do it like that on purpose, but every time it's Lori Holy, and it makes me chuckle a little bit. But then I get frustrated because I have to go back and take time to fix it. Okay, and here are some cute charms to add to your project bags. This is the Lori Holt tomato pincushion charm. Would go perfect with her project bag. Here's the Lori Holt sewing machine charm. Super, super cute. Here is the Lori Holt Prim Girl charm. So this would go nicely with that Prim project bag. Here's the Lori Holt Prim House charm. And another Lori Holt quilt block charm. So super cute. You can get charms, you can get your needle minders, get your project bags, and you can get all of your stitches together and ready to go. I feel really good after getting that done yesterday. Like, I was kind of putzing around in the shop. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to get all of my stuff ready to go for this month because I'm adding 2 stitch alongs. And that has me a little nervous about time and keeping up with it. And I thought I want to be organized going in. So I pulled all my floss, got all my project bags ready to go. And I feel so good about it. Now I can just pick up, whichever one I feel like working on at the time and get some stitching done on it, and it'll be good. So I thought I would try to help you guys if you're looking to try to organize your stitches as well. We have project bags, some fun charms, needle minders, needles, floss, all sorts of notions in the shop to help you out. Okay, and then I received some new charts. The first ones that I'm going to share with you were actually requested by Kim. And the reason for that, for those of you who follow Kim on Instagram, you probably saw her post the other day. There is a woman in our stitching community, not necessarily the Happy Little Stitch Shop stitching community, but the wider, broader stitching community. Her name is Sherry. And her husband was battling cancer for a number of years, is my understanding. I do not know Sherry personally or virtually, but I heard of her story and was very, very touched by it, as I hope you guys will be too. Her husband, sadly, within the last few weeks, lost his battle with cancer. So Sherry has lost her husband. She has 2 small children, from what I understand, who lost their father. It's a very, very sad situation. But through the love and kindness of this stitching community, Kim and some of her other stitching friends have taken it upon themselves to kind of organize a stitch along. I don't know if you want to call it a prayerful stitch along or just a supportive stitch along to stitch kind of in solidarity with Sherry as she goes through this time of grief and loss. And so Kim and her friends picked out a few charts. You don't necessarily have to stitch these charts. You can stitch whatever you want to, but the idea being that as you're stitching, you're kind of sending prayers or thoughts or positive energy, whatever, kind of goodness you want to send to Sherry and her family to kind of help lift them up during this time of sorrow. And so I got these charts in the shop so that they would be available if people want to join in. The stitch along will start at the beginning of November. And from my understanding, you should go back and read Kim's post because she explains it all very nicely in her post on Instagram. But my understanding is that it's going to be very easy breezy. There's no pressure. There's no schedule to follow. The idea is just being a stitch along of support for this family during this time, which I just loved. I think it's such a great idea. Stitching and prayer couldn't be, more healing. I think I thought it was a beautiful idea. So I am going to try my best to participate and stitch along. I would love to. My family has already been keeping Sherry and her family in our thoughts and prayers. And I hope that as many of you as possible will feel like joining us. So the first chart, that is one of the options, is Autumn Gifts. This is by Plum Street Samplers. So I got this in the shop. It's very, very beautiful. And then the next one, and this is the one that I believe Kim is stitching, is a series, and it's called Song of the Seasons by Little House Needleworks. So this is part 1 of the series. And I think this is the one that I'm going to start with as well. This is part 2 of the series. And this is part 3. And again, by no means do you have to stitch these things. You can pick whatever you want to. The idea is not to get a sale. The idea is not, it has nothing to do with that. The idea is to really try our best in a virtual way to support this family as they go through a very trying time in their lives. So Kim says, you couldn't have explained it better. Thank you, Angela. She is Sherry Price on Instagram, and she has a Flosstube as well. Thank you so much, Angela, for carrying these charts. I'm happy to. I am so happy to help. I'm so happy to have been asked to be, a part or help out as in any way that I can. And now I'm looking forward to stitching and to, do whatever small piece that I can do to try to ease a very difficult time for a family. I can't imagine. So if you would like to stitch, please join in the stitch along. It would be for a good cause for sure. Okay, and then this series was brought to my attention by our stitching friend Sam, who says, oh, Sam says, such an awesome thing, Kim. So happy to stitch and pray with you and your friends. For sure. Absolutely. So Sam contacted me to get this series. And so I am happy that she did because it is pretty cool. So this is called, there's a whole Hawk Run Hollow series that's done by Carriage House Samplings. And so in this packet, you get the chart for each. It's like an entire series all in one chart. So you get all of these charts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 charts in this one packet. And this one is called The Houses of Hawk Run Hollow. And again, it's by Carriage House Samplings. So this one is in the shop. Then we have The Village of Hawk Run Hollow that has all of those charts in it. And then we have, okay, 2 more. Halloween. Let me hold it right. Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, which is kind of cool. And then this one is called Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. And the cool thing that Sam actually suggested, and I thought was brilliant, was that you can just mix and match whatever houses you want to create whatever you want, which I thought was a great idea. Like there was one little house on here that had to do with Thanksgiving, I think. And I thought, oh, that would be so cute. You know, like I have a sister whose favorite holiday is probably Thanksgiving. So I could just stitch that as an individual stitch and give it to her. So there's so many possibilities with this series is what I'm trying to say. You can stitch it as shown. You can stitch them individually. You can mix and match from the different series and create your own village. So it's kind of cool. So these are fun. They're Hawk Run Hollow series, and all of them are in the shop. Sam says, I received mine yesterday. So excited to try and stitch these. Keyword try. You're going to do a great job. I can't wait to see it. Kim says, okay, Laura says, okay, lots of people have lots of things to say. Kim says, Sherry is such a sweet person. Oh, she seems like it. Laura says, oh, yes, I love those. I want Autumn. Kim says, oh, I love the Houses of Hawk Run. I hadn't seen that one before. Kelly says, at work, sticking my head in to say hi. Hello, Kelly. We miss you. I hope that you are well. Kim says, hi, Kelly. Huckleberry says, hi, Ren. Love your name. Hi, Kim. Crystal says, one day I will stitch Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. Oh, good. I can't wait to see it. Valeria, can you put a set together for me for the cottage? Yes, Valeria, I will make a note. Cottage of the month. And then somehow I'll have to get in touch with you. Are you on Instagram, Valeria? I would need to be able to send you a message. Ren says, hi, Huckleberry, miss you guys. We miss you too, Kelly. Cindy says, Hawks Hollow Run designs. She loves them. Valeria says, I went to your site and got confused. Uh-oh, we don't want that. So good. I'm so glad that you guys are liking that. And then I also got Quaker Pumpkins in by Hello from Liz Matthews. That's the designer. Quaker Pumpkins. Pretty cute. And then we have, oh, this is a restock. And I got a bunch of other stuff that got restocked as well. This is Christmas Eve by the Prairie Schooler. So those are all of the new stitches that I got in the shop. And I think that is it for cross stitch. There are going to be some fun things coming your way, you guys. And I'm already starting to try to prep for January stitch along starts. Like Early Americans is starting in January. Glitter Village is starting in January, which, by the way, I am trying to track down kind of a glittery Ada, like 16 count Ada that kind of has that glitter feel to it, like the cloth does in the samples on the Glitter Village charts. but I'm having a hard time finding it. So can anybody recommend kind of a glittery 16 count Aida-ish cloth that would be a good cloth to have for Glitter Village? Sam says she needs folks to stitch Hawk Run with her for support. She's looking for a stitching group for Hawk Run. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay. Love Liz's charts, says Huckleberry. Yes, Cindy Stitches. She says she loves the Quaker pumpkin. It's next on her list. Hello, Cindy. Yeah, kind of an opalescent, but I'm having a hard time tracking one down. I see the linen that was used, but a lot of our stitchers don't, they want to stitch on kind of a 16 or 14 count Aida. So I'm having a hard time finding one. So if anybody, if you think of something or find something, just send me a message to let me know what the name of it is, and then I can try to track it down, because I want to get that nailed down sooner rather than later, because I'm starting to prep for some of that stuff. So Glitter Village is going to start in January. Early Americans is starting in January. Snow Village is starting in February. Sampler of the Month is starting in March, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for that one. And I can't remember if there are any more. But lots of fun stitch alongs coming up. I'm so excited about it. Okay, then we have some quilting goodies to share with you. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, first of all, I have this little Halloween bundle. I just have one left that has some fun Halloween prints in it. So this is in the shop. It's got some hashtag cloth, some gunny sacks, some stripes. So this is in the shop. And then I have some end of bolt. We went through a lot of bolts this week, and so I have some which provide good coloring boards for my little one. As soon as we cut up the rest of a bolt, she says, color, like she sees an empty bolt and she wants to color on it. It's so cute. Kim says, I'm chomping at the bit to start Early Americans. Me too. I'm excited about that one. I got you on my big screen TV, much better than from my phone. Oh my gosh, a big screen TV. Ugh. That is insane to me that people would watch this on a big screen TV. It makes me feel like I need to back away from the screen. Okay, so we have lots of end of bolt. So I'm just going to share this with you. If you're interested in it, please send me an email at happylittlestitchshop@gmail.com, or send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or however you want to get in touch with me, but just get in touch with me to let me know that you're interested in it. And I'm not sure about some of the amounts on some of these. So we have Dear Christmas, the red deer. This is the end of bolt. I want to say there are 2 yards left of this, but I'm not positive about that. I'd have to measure it again. So Dear Christmas, this one is end of bolt. This is also Dear Christmas. This is kind of the tone on tone. So the tonal fabric from the line. And I'm not sure how much is left of this. Maybe 2.5 yards, it feels like. And then we have Snow Sweet. This one is about 3/4 of a yard to a yard. So that is available. And then I have a bunch of, okay, I'll do these last. This one is Squirrely Girl. I have 4.5 yards of this one left from this bolt. This is an end of bolt for the Squirrely Girl yardage, 4.5 yards of this one. And then I have a bunch of Balboa, because we got Balboa yardage in. We haven't gotten the pre-cuts yet. And so pre-cuts will be coming, and I need the pre-cuts to finish the kits that are available for the Balboa line, which would be the Blooms kit and the Sparkling kit. The pre-cuts should be coming soon. And as soon as those pre-cuts arrive, I have the rest of the kit all cut up and ready to go. I just need to get the pre-cuts, invoice you, and those kits will get out the door to you. So from cutting up pre-cuts and cutting up yardage orders, I have some end of the bolt stuff from all of these from Balboa. So this is 2 3/4 yard, and it's this tonal. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to show it as good as I can, but it's a very pretty tonal piece. Looks like it's got little flowers on there. Okay, so that is available as end of bolt. Here's another, I want to say this, there's like half a yard maybe. This is Balboa, half a yard of this gray fabric, half a yard of the sunburst fabric, another 2.5 yard cut of the tonal, 2.5 yard cut of the tonal, 2 3/4 yard cut of the tonal, and then a 3/4 yard cut of the sunburst. So that's all of my end of bolt stuff that I can offer to you today. So just message me if you're interested in that stuff. And then I wanted to share with you the Balboa yardage. This stuff is available in the shop for you to purchase. And this purple is gorgeous. This is what the purple looks like. This is Balboa by Sherry and Chelsea. Okay. And then we have this one is beautiful too, this blue. This one is by Sherry and Chelsea as well. So, so pretty. And then you kind of saw this one in the pre-cut. This is the slate or gray. It's kind of a slate-ish color. It's very pretty. So this yardage is all available in the shop. This one might be my favorite backing ever. Definitely from this line, let's say that. But I think it's so cute. It's so cute. I saw it as a backing for a quilt, and I just thought it was darling. I thought it was perfect. Not too busy, not too bright, but colorful, but subtle. I really thought it was very, very pretty. And then this might be my favorite background material. Not ever, but from this line for sure. This is the sunburst. I think it's so pretty. Those blues and greens and purples, it's perfect. So all of this is available in the shop for you to get. And then I have just a few quilt kits that I wanted to share with you. I did sell out of Squirrely Girl. Squirrely Girl is all gone. I can't believe it. I'm kind of sad that Squirrely Girl is gone. I really, really liked that kit. I think it's darling. And I honestly had a little panic attack because I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to sell all of them. And I thought, oh my gosh, what is going on? Why did I get so many? And now they're all gone. And I kind of can't believe it, number one. But number two, I'm kind of sad that it's gone because that kit was adorable. So I don't have Squirrely Girl left. But I do have Dear Christmas, the Dear Christmas quilt kit. Super cute. That one is very, very cute. I have some of those left. And I have Snow Sweet Friends Advent Calendar quilt. This one is very, very darling. And, oh my gosh, I can't pick it up. And I have Prim Village. I have a few of these left as well. So those are some of the kits that are boxed and in the shop, ready to ship right away, like immediately. Okay. Let's see. Any questions? Gotta run. Laundry calls. Goodbye, Crystal. Valeria. Okay. I'll have to message you afterwards, Valeria, and we can talk about what you want. But super pretty fabric. I agree. This Balboa line is very, very pretty. I didn't get the whole thing, but the yardage that I got is beautiful. So please go to the shop and check it out. Okay, then the only thing that we have is to wrap up with the drawing. So, yes, the squirrel box is so cute, Valeria. I was so excited for you that you got that. I honestly hope that you share pictures of your putting it together because it's such an adorable quilt. It's just so adorable. And that same Bunny Hill Designs is who designed the Squirrely Girl kit. And they have a new kit that's coming out in the new release that I'm going to show you during our new release party. And it's adorable too. It's really, really cute. Okay, so from last week, I have a charm pack of grunge fabrics, a grunge fabric charm pack to draw for and give away. Okay, here we go. I'm going to draw for the grunge charm pack. It goes to Kara Thompson. Congratulations, Kara. You just won the grunge charm pack. Please be sure that you contact me at happylittlestitchshop@gmail.com. Send me an email and claim your prize so that I know that you are going to get it and that you want it, and then I'll get it in the mail to you. So Kara Thompson, congratulations. I'm very excited for you. Please contact me to claim this. And then for next week, the question for next week, we're approaching Halloween. And so the question for next week is, what is your favorite Halloween movie of all time? I have a favorite. What was the question for last week? Oh, favorite fall meal. You guys had some really good fall meals out there. Oh my gosh. Kim, the Chuck Wagon, whatever you said, that sounded delicious. I don't know what my favorite fall meal. I think my kids' favorite fall meal that they are already asking for and we're planning to have in soon is cream of chicken wild rice soup. So I make a cream of chicken. It's kind of a Panera Bread knockoff. And I make a cream of chicken wild rice soup and they love it. So we're going to be having that pretty soon. And then what's your favorite Halloween movie? I would have to say mine. I don't know if it's supposed to be for Halloween, but probably what I view as my favorite Halloween movie is Clue. I think it's hysterical. It cracks me up. Every time I watch it, I try to make a point of watching it every year. I love it. Clue is like my favorite Halloween-ish movie of all time. Okay, so the prize for next week that we'll be drawing for next week is the Prairie Schooler Santa 2018. Super cute. Perfect for this time of year as we start to transition into maybe some Christmas stitching or winter stitching. So this is what the prize will be for next week. Please be sure that you follow me, Happy Little Stitch Shop, on Facebook or Instagram. We're on both, so follow on one or the other or both. Please be sure you are subscribed to our channel. We are stuck at like 729 subscribers. We're never going to get to 800 by the end of October. It was a lofty goal, but please be sure that you are subscribed to our channel and you can join this lovely community and be part of our quilting and stitching community. We would love to have you. And please be sure that you give our videos a thumbs up because that helps us to pop up for other people to find us and hopefully follow along with us. So please give us a thumbs up on our videos, and please put lots of comments on the videos. That also helps. And also you can share our videos, share them with your stitchy friends and invite them to join our community. We would love to have as many as we could possibly have. So thumbs up, like us, follow us, subscribe, do all that stuff. Comment on what your favorite Halloween movie is, and you will be entered into a drawing to win this next week. And then keep your eyes peeled, you guys, on new release party information. So I cannot wait to share these projects with you. And I'm going to try. Did you guys like the games last time? Because if you did, then I'd like to try to do some more games to offer some prizes. I might not offer as many prizes as I did last time because I think I got a little excited about doing the release party. But did you guys like the games last time with the prizes included? So keep an eye out for the new release party marketing information so that you know when it's going to be and that you can be sure to participate, because I would love to have as many people as I can. Sam, you totally need to watch Clue. It's so funny. Valeria says she's afraid of Halloween movies. Oh no, I don't like anything super scary. Like I can watch the horror movies, but I don't really need that in my life right now. And so I like more kind of humorous, fun Halloween movies, and Clue is more of a comedy than any type of horror movie. So I really like the Clue movie. Have a great week celebrating your babies who aren't babies anymore. It is so true. Valeria says, just share Debbie says, games and prizes. Oh, good. Huckleberry said, love the games. Good. Valeria says she missed it. I hope you will join us this time, Valeria, because I will make sure that all of the stuff that I'm going to offer reservations for is online. So that's what I'm going to work on this week, is getting all of the new release stuff online for reservations, so that if you see something you like, you can go to the website right away and you can reserve it, and then it's secured for you. So all of that is going to be on, but it's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun last time when we did the new release party. So I hope that you will join us this time. Sam, happy birthday week. Yes, I will tell the kids, they will be thrilled. So you guys all have a great week. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for all your support and encouragement. I hope you will join in the Sherry Price Stitch Along. So please think about joining us in November for that. Think about the end of the bolt stuff and all the stuff that I shared with you today. And I will see you again next week with potential for a release party on Friday night. So stay tuned for that. Have a great week, everybody. Happy stitching. We'll talk to you later.